Have you ever heard of a mystery so disturbing that, more than 65 years later, no one can say with complete certainty what really happened? In the winter of 1959, 9 experienced hikers entered the frozen Ural Mountains in the Soviet Union. They were young, healthy, and highly trained. They had survived difficult expeditions before and knew exactly how to handle brutal winter conditions. But only one member of the group would ever make it home alive, and that's because he turned back before the journey reached its most dangerous point. The remaining 9 vanished into the snow, and when rescuers finally discovered what had happened, the evidence created one of the greatest unsolved mysteries in modern history. The expedition was led by 23-year-old Igor Dyatlov, an engineering student with an excellent reputation for leading winter hikes. His team set out to earn the highest hiking certification offered in the Soviet Union by completing a challenging route through the northern Ural Mountains. The trip began just like any other adventure. They laughed together, took photographs, wrote jokes in their diaries, and documented their progress with cameras they carried throughout the expedition. Nothing in those final photographs suggested that they were only days away from a tragedy that would fascinate the world for generations. One member of the team, Yuri Yudin, developed severe joint pain early in the expedition and was forced to return home. At the time, he believed he was simply unlucky to miss the adventure. Years later, he realized that his illness had saved his life. The remaining 9 hikers continued toward a mountain called Kholat Syakhl, a name often translated as Dead Mountain. Despite its unsettling name, there was nothing unusual about their plan. They had carefully prepared for the journey, carried proper equipment, and had enough experience to face the harsh winter conditions ahead. Everything changed on the night of February 1, 1959. For reasons that remain unknown, something happened inside their tent. Investigators later discovered that the fabric had been cut open from the inside instead of using the normal entrance. That single detail immediately raised an unsettling question. What could have frightened 9 experienced hikers so badly that they believed escaping through the side of their tent was their only option? The answer only became stranger. Most of their boots, heavy winter clothing, food, and supplies were still inside the tent. Instead of dressing for survival, the hikers stepped into temperatures estimated to be around -30°C wearing little more than the clothes they had been sleeping in. Walking into that environment without proper clothing was almost certain to end in death. Yet that's exactly what they did. Weeks later, rescue teams finally reached the campsite. The tent was still partially standing beneath the snow, and inside were cameras, journals, backpacks, and personal belongings, almost as if the group had expected to return within minutes. Following the tracks leading away from the tent, rescuers found footprints heading downhill toward a nearby forest. Surprisingly, the footprints didn't suggest a frantic escape. They appeared calm and organized, as though the hikers had walked rather than run. The first bodies were discovered beneath a large cedar tree at the edge of the forest. They had attempted to build a small fire, but it wasn't enough to survive the freezing temperatures. Broken branches high in the tree suggested that one or more of them had climbed upward, possibly trying to spot the tent or watch something happening on the mountainside. As the snow melted months later, the remaining bodies were finally discovered. That's when the mystery became even darker. Several victims had suffered severe internal injuries, including crushed ribs and fractured skulls, yet there were very few external wounds. Medical experts compared the force of some injuries to that of a high-speed vehicle collision. One victim, Ludmila Dubinina, was found without her tongue and parts of the soft tissue on her face. While later forensic analysis suggested that natural decomposition and scavenging could explain those missing tissues, the discovery fueled decades of speculation and conspiracy theories. Then came another unexpected finding. Tests detected low levels of radioactive contamination on some items of clothing. Though investigators never proved that the radiation was connected to the deaths, it gave rise to rumors of secret military experiments and government cover-ups. Witnesses from nearby areas also reported seeing strange glowing lights in the sky around the same period. Were they connected to the tragedy, or were they simply unrelated events that happened at the same time? No one could say for certain. Over the decades, countless theories have tried to explain the incident. One of the most widely accepted modern explanations suggests that a small slab avalanche may have forced the hikers to leave their tent quickly before they believed it would collapse. Other researchers have proposed powerful katabatic winds, a rare weather phenomenon capable of producing terrifying conditions on exposed mountain slopes. Some believe military parachute mine tests may have frightened the group during the night. Others have suggested infrasound generated by unusual wind patterns could have caused intense panic. Each theory explains part of the mystery, but none answers every question. Why were some injuries so severe? Why did they become separated? Why did they never return to the tent once the immediate danger had passed? In 2019, Russian authorities reopened the case using modern forensic methods and concluded that an avalanche combined with extreme weather was the most likely explanation. Even so, many researchers and mystery enthusiasts remain unconvinced because some details still don't fit perfectly. Perhaps that's why the Dyatlov Pass incident continues to fascinate people around the world. It's not just because 9 lives were tragically lost, it's because the evidence refuses to fit neatly into a single explanation. Every theory seems to solve one mystery while creating another. Maybe one day, advances in science will finally reveal exactly what happened on that frozen mountainside. Or perhaps the mountain will keep its secret forever.